Hi y'all, it's Don from the mat. Just checking in before another diamond cutter. This is 13 in a row, but besides that, I'm just checking in saying hi. I'll come back after I get done with diamond cutter because I want to talk about a few things and also show you some things where I was, where I'm at, and where I'm going. So I will talk to you soon.
Focus on your breathing. Now, I want you to drop the ball and bring back that left fist to bring your right fist over. Breathing punches. Move with dynamic resistance. Ready? And push. 3, 2, 1. Again. 3, 2, 1. Again. Relax. Fine. Take this and go! Exhale down the front. Inhale, sink deep into your shoulder blade. Exhale, bend your knees, walk through your chest. Right into the back with a strong arm. Exhale, bring your toes and knees out. Squat, drop, and push. Roll forward. Right knee into your right shoulder. Now kick that leg back. Because I don't want you to twist up like this. Kick it back. Bring your left hand to the outside and twist open. Try to look up. Put your hand. See Rob's on the knee right here. Inhale. And as you inhale, sweep that leg to the side. Bring up the drop. We'll tuck forward. Bumping that. And we're going to do some crunches here. Let's go through. Rob's got the modification. He's on his knee. Take a deep breath in and high. Exhale, bring it to your...
Hi there, Don. I just finished with diamond cutter, but before we get to the mat stuff, I wanted to introduce you to an old friend of mine from when I first started. And this is going to sound silly, but this little friend right here, Mr. Chair, me and Mr. Chair got along really well for the longest time. Because I would use Mr. Chair, just like Arthur used the chair, to modify some of the moves. And you'll see in the other clip that I'll put in right after this, some of the stuff during diamond cutter. I couldn't do half that stuff before, but with work I was able to get through it and modify and adjust to work my way up into it. So this is Mr. Chair, an old dining room chair that I had, and Mr. Chair is no longer part of my DDP world. So goodbye, Mr. Chair. We're done with you. Diamond cutter was really good today, and let's see my numbers. I did some practice earlier, so you didn't see that, and then stopping and talking with you guys. So my duration was like an hour 40, hour 30 minutes. 792 calories gone. Average 120. Maximum 158. Got a little high there. I was in the zone for 45 minutes, so I'm real happy with that. Alright. Let me turn music down a little bit. I thought I turned down enough. That should do it. Anyways, and DDP's too loud too. Sorry, a little unorganized today. Haven't done a Don from the mat in a while. Modifying. Nobody said I never modified, because I do, and I'm the first to admit it. I've got plenty of weaknesses, but by God, I'm gonna keep doing the workouts and keep unmodifying as I go. As you saw from the clip just a little bit ago, hopefully, if this works out, you saw some of the diamond cutter. Some points where I do modify, and I know my weakness is push-ups, but they're getting better and better every day. I can blame operated on shoulders, but half of everybody else out there has already had operated shoulders on it as well. But they're getting better, so, and I'm getting stronger. And here I go with the ums again. I don't know, what I really want to go with this is something clicked this month, and can't really put my finger on it. It might have been because of a letter that email, message, whatever you want to call it, that I sent over to Brittany. And I admitted some faults, and that's kind of been reminders for myself, and that's kind of why I blog, and everything kind of comes out without extra thought when I'm typing. And I went back after I sent it and reread it several times, and I know I'm better than that. And I can do whatever I set my mind to. I know I hold myself back sometimes, and that's a constant work in progress, but it's part of owning my life. But like I said, something clicked the first of this month. Actually, the end of last month. I can't remember when I sent the email. I think it was back in February. So I had March to let it simmer. And then I declared this month, April, my diamond month. If you don't know what that is, I had initially declared diamond month for April, Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, diamond cutter. Well, back on the 14th, I said screw it, and I decided I'm just going to go diamond cutter straight through. And it's not to prove a point to anybody else, but to me. And listen to Dallas talk on this, and we've all heard it. I've heard it a bazillion times by now. If you stick with it, make it your own, you'll be in the best shape of your life. Well, I've been sticking with it. I'm kicking it up another notch. And I'm going to continue on with diamond cutter through the end of this month, every day, which isn't much. That's 5 more, who cares? But what I've noticed is the more that I do it, the better I'm getting with it. And I wrote about this in my last blog. And I think I've heard Dallas say it, and I've seen it on Facebook. Okay, back again. I was sitting there rambling on and talking, and didn't realize the camera stopped. Go figure. Anyways, where was I? I think I was going on about the moves, the Bruce Lee quote. Everybody's seen it before. I know I have. And I'm sure I've heard from DDPYoga. Dallas said it, or somewhere across the infamous internet. It's not to worry about the person who knows 1,000 moves, but the person who's mastered one. So that's where this diamond cutter month thing came from. I'm figuring if I stick with this, just like Dallas says, you'll be in the best shape of your life. And if I master this one, then everything else should fall right into place. The more I do it, the stronger I get, the better I get at it. I'm able to hit moves a lot smoother and easier, and without modification. Launching pad into, oh crap, one-legged. Get into that both feet, either way, no bobble, no second step. So everything's kind of coming together. Not sure where else I left off or what I'm going to repeat, so I may just start this one and go with this. Anyways, down from the mat. I'm starting this over because camera stopped before and I'm not really sure where I left off, so I'd switch over to the phone. Finished Diamond Cutter. I've got some of that recorded for you guys. And I think you saw the chair bit too. Mr. Chair's gone. Don't need him anymore. Yoga mats. Don't need those. Or yoga mats. Yoga blocks. I don't use those. I'm still using Mr. Towel for reaching through for wrap and burn. Still haven't made to get my hands to touch yet, but I'll get there. And I'm just modifying as I go, and modifying, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing to apologize for with it. I won't. I'm making this workout my own because it is my own. I'm not in competition with anybody else. I'm doing this for me, just like you do yours for you. I'm getting better every day, and I know it because I keep doing it. That's where this whole Diamond Cutter Month thing came from. Aside from the letter that I wrote to Brittany, that kind of, after I wrote it and I let it settle in for a little bit, it wasn't really a letter, it was, she had a little contest going for her to be a personal coach. And I know what I'm doing with this, so I just was looking for a little extra accountability. I was feeling sorry for myself, and I'm Mr. Positive, and I work on that every day intentionally, as you know if you see it on Facebook or Twitter. But that's intentional. Those are little reminders from me, and I figure if they're reminders from me, I might as well share them with the world and throw a little positive into the world as well. The more positive you are, the better you are. If you're going to walk around negative, well, that's what your life is going to be, is negative. So I work really, really hard at being positive every day. And it helps. It helps tremendously. Getting ready for Mexico in July. Yeah, I know, it's still a ways away. But it's, I think, 68 days away from today. Maybe plus or minus whatever, but we're getting close because July is just around the corner. May is next week, so we got May and June to go, and then the middle of July. Poof. DDPYoga Retreat. So, once I get through Diamond Cutter Month, or my Diamond Month, May will start the road to DDPYoga Extravaganza Retreat. Road to WrestleMania, road to the World Series, whatever. This is the road to DDPYoga Retreat. If you want to play, you're always welcome to play. I'm willing to help out where I can with whoever. I'm still working on it just like everybody else is. I'm by no means a master at this because I'm just another guy working on getting myself together. Every day I get better, you get stronger. I have to hold myself accountable for what I do. I've been dragging my brother, DB, Dwayne, Batman, whoever you want to call him, in with this as well. Waking him up at 6 o'clock in the morning and saying, let's do Diamond Cutter. He didn't realize we were doing Diamond Cutter every day until second or third day, and he's like, oh crap, here we go. But he's playing right along with me, so that's good. But we're getting ready for that, but that's just a target, something I'm working towards. This month I'm working towards Diamond Cutters. And I'm getting stronger and better with it. I'm going to keep going with it because I feel really strong with it, and the music helps pump me up. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier or if I edited this back in. What I've noticed during my workouts is I started with a playlist. First was just one album. It was the Iron Man 2 album, actually, and all that was AC/DC. Iron Man 2 is nothing but AC/DC, the soundtrack. So I started with that, and then I started sprinkling some other stuff in there as well, because I've got wake up before I do Diamond Cutter every day. And so I started sprinkling in some other music, and like most people, my music is an eclectic mix. And I go from, there's AC/DC in there, Marky Mark, and the Funky Bunch. Yeah, I know, dating myself. Everessence, Florida Georgia Line, Big and Rich, Def Leppard, Matchbox 20, Daughtry, Kiss, you name it, it's in there. But I've been picking different songs to fit where I know my workout is, just to give me that little extra oomph. And what I'm noticing is my heart rate is jacking up a little bit more. And as it's jacking up, because my energy level is up, I'm engaging a lot better and moving through. And I tried it one day just to see the comparison. I cut the music off for one morning, and I didn't notice I didn't get as high. So it's kind of like when I'm taking the music, is ramping myself up is like when I'm at a workshop or working out in front of Dallas, and immediately I can add 20 points to my heart rate because I'm engaging a whole lot more because I'm standing right in front of them. So with the music, it's giving me that little extra push, that little extra oomph that I needed to get a little stronger workout. So it works for me. Find out what works for you. Again, there's no rules. There's the only rule that I think that Dallas would give you is lose the word can't and stay positive and get rid of any of the negativity. That's about it. There you go. I'm going to quit rambling. And it's Saturday, and I'm going to go have some fun. And it's a beautiful day out, and I'm going to go ride my bike because I can, and I feel good. So if you haven't done your DDP yoga, do your DDP yoga. And if you have any questions, inbox me, Facebook me, PM me, Twitter, DM, whatever, email, whoever, I don't care, call me. But I'm going to keep moving forward, you keep moving forward, and have a great day because I plan on it. Alright? We'll talk to you later. Bang!